first of all, know that there's a couple different souls that are here. First of all, your mother's here when I'm connecting, because she was right behind you saying, that's my daughter. And I saw her lean over and hug you when I'm connecting. And right away, there's also a child here that departed as well.
Okay.
Where was the child that passed?
Uh,
This was a baby, Denise. So this had to be either a miscarriage or a soul that did not make it.
yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
So know that that soul would be with your mother, because you can remember these souls don't leave you. And your mom is standing there and she's got this baby within her arms, letting you know that she is safe and at peace and that she is on the other side.
That's wonderful.
But more importantly, your mom is stepping forward because she tells me that there were things that she didn't get to talk to you about here in this world. And more importantly, your mom wants to tell you about how much that she loved and cared about you when she was here. Your mom says to me that she never got to recognize and let you know about how much she was proud of you when she was here. She says, that's one thing that I regret. She says, and I want to let you know that. She says, because you feel like your mom didn't get to see all parts of your life, and you feel like she didn't get to be a support system the way that you would have liked. And your mom's saying, listen, she goes, I may have kept things on the inside. She goes, you may have thought, because your mom's telling me, let me back it up. When your loved ones go to the other side, they're able to see everything within your life. They're able to see what you thought of them, the things that they could have done differently, the things that they could have changed. And your mom says to me that I'm sorry for being judgmental at times. She says, that was my biggest downfall. She goes, I always thought that I was helping you. She says, but I realize now that you were so sensitive. She says, and I realized that sometimes I was a little bit too harsh. She says, and you mistook my judgment. She says, as being mean or not understanding. She says, when really that was my way of showing love. Do you understand that?
I do. Thank you.
Your mom tells me when she grew up, she had a really tough time here in this world. She says to me that there was an issue with her family. I don't know if her parents died when she was younger or what it was, but she kept telling me about other family members having to take care of her, having to help in her care.
That's right. Her mom died when she was 10, and she went to go live with her oldest sister.
You see that? Because your mom is saying, she's going like this, just like this to me. Sometimes I act out your loved ones because when I feel them, I feel what they're doing. And your mom's going like this. She's like, oh my God. She's like, it wasn't until I got here that I realized, she says, about, how I was and about how I affected my daughter. She says, but it wasn't like that. It had nothing to do with her. She says, it was about the way that I was raised. Your mom showed me visions of her not having parents and about other family members taking care of her. And her dad was really absent in her life. She didn't have a father figure. And your mom says to me, she goes, I never felt any love when I was growing up. She goes, I felt like I was a burden to everybody because nobody really wanted to take care of me, she tells me. She says, nobody wanted to take on the responsibility of me. She says her sister raised her because she had to, but not because she voluntarily and freely wanted to.
Got it.
And your mom says to me that all she wanted, you don't know this, but all she wanted in life and all she craved in life was to get married, to have a family of her own, and to have a daughter like you. She says, and I wish that I would have gotten to tell you that when I was here. Because she also tells me that her and your dad had some issues here in this world as well. It was marital issues that went on.
That's correct, yeah.
And
she was really sad about that.
I listen, I don't know how much your mom told you, but when spirit comes through, they're very honest. And your mom is telling me that there was some infidelity that was here and some issues with your dad cheating.
Yeah.
And that completely ruined your mother. She says, I became a different person because of what your father did.
She did.
She goes, you got to understand my backstory. She goes, all I craved was love here in this world. She goes, all I craved, she says, was somebody to actually love me because I never had that growing up. She goes, and I met this man, I met your dad. She goes, she had you, she had this whole family. She goes, and all she wanted was to have a loving family. She says, in the moment that your dad let her down, she says, I had a broken heart. I never recovered from that.
She never did. She did. She never did.
So your mom says to me that she thought she had this well hidden when she was here, but now she realizes she didn't. And she realizes how much this affects you. And your mom's saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And I just saw her lean over and hug you. She says, everything that I didn't want to happen in your life, everything that I didn't want you to feel ended up happening. She says, so please accept my apology and know that you were such a strong and beautiful woman. She says, and that I do approve of you. I do love you. And I just wanted to come through to say this to you because I wish that I had the pride and the courage to say this here in this world.
Oh, Matt, you don't know how much this means to me. Thank you.
Oh, I know, because she tells me. And this is what's so amazing is that sometimes our loved ones leave this world and they don't get to tell us things. There's things that they wish that they would have gotten to say. And your mom always tells me this is one thing that she took to the grave with her, that
Yeah.
she really wanted to come back and tell you.
Woo, you're amazing, but you're just amazing. Thank you so much. I've been listening to your Divine Flow, and you're amazing. And I'm trying to get your book. I keep trying to get it, but
Well, it's on. You can get it right now on Amazon. It's right now back in stock.
it's back in stock. Okay.
Back in stock. Yes.
Yay.
I'm so glad. And I hope that this helps you think of your mom as being at peace.
Thank you, Matt. You don't know how much you've made my day. I needed this more than you could ever imagine.